how to seamlessly, being the keyword, put together or join your crochet projects. It could be squares, a sweater, a crochet top. I'm going to show you how to do it seamlessly. My name is Sarah Vams or Vanessa, and if you want to see how to do this, keep on watching. The materials we need: we're going to need a crochet hook, some safety pins, stitch markers or piece of yarn, whatever you have, some scissors, sewing needles, and of course some yarn. For the first method, I flip over my project to the wrong side, and I use the spare thread which I always leave at the end of my project to stitch together hold together my panels so they don't move as much. To further secure my project, I use safety pins to hold the panels together and to also help me line up my stitches. For the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to be using a black yarn on this red and yellow panel. And the first method, we're going to be doing the matcha stitch. So this stitch is worked on the front side or on the right side of your project and back and forth motions. So you're going to work on one side of your project, use the needle and work on the other side of your project continuously. And make sure your stitches are aligned. Mine aren't aligned because I'm still going to take off the black yarn and use the right color yarn for this project. Using the correct color of yarn or the color of yarn that matches your project is going to make this stitching come out seamlessly. So this is the matcha stitch. So when you do that, like 7 stitches, you're just going to pull it, and as you can tell, the black yarn doesn't even show on the project. Like you can't even tell I use black yarn. So I'm just going to let you watch the video and see how I do this matcha stitch. Now I think, well, this is my opinion I'm giving. This method prevents bulkiness that single crochet and slip stitching causes whenever you're trying to put projects together. So I prefer using the matcha stitch to do some of my projects, to join them together. So here I'm using a red yarn. Now for the second method, I don't have a name for this method. I don't know if someone can see it and tell me what type of stitching this is. I thought it was tacking, but it's not. So if you know the name of this stitch, comment in the comment section. So basically I'm using, or rather I'm taking the last stitch on each side of my panel, and immediately I am pulling the stitch together. So I'm sewing it and pulling it together immediately. Unlike the matcha stitch that you go like 7 stitches ahead before you pull, I pull this together immediately. And this stitch is worked on the wrong side of a crochet project. And this is my favorite way of stitching together my projects because it leaves the panels flat and the stitches are completely aligned. Here I'm using a black yarn on my black panel, and you can't even tell that these were 2 different panels. So this works perfectly. Here I'm using a red yarn on the yellow and red patch that I'm putting together. So this is it. This is the front side of the stitch, and this is the back side of the stitch. As you can tell, the panels are completely flat. Now I'm going to show you the matcha stitch. I worked on 2 panels. So this is the front, and the back you're going to see this bump here, but I feel this is better than doing single crochet or slip stitching. So as you can see, these are the panels for my sweater. This is my puzzle sweater I made, and it's my pattern. Use the second method to put these strips together. My bonus tip: if you want to prevent bulkiness, I'm going to ask you to block your projects, steam blocking to be precise. Spread some water on your project till it's damp. Use a steam iron and iron on the wrong side of your project in a low setting.